Someone just take me out back and shoot me. I feel like a commercial. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am finally back from Tennessee, and it feels so good to be back in front of my usual background, in my usual recording, getting to do videos for y'all. I will apologize up front about the angle. I came back from Tennessee and realized I had left my tripod in Tennessee. So we literally have a plastic container from my pantry and a pop socket going on, and that is how we are gonna roll until I can get me a new tripod. There's always a pause between that word because as I say new, I forget the word tripod. So we are bringing you a bit of a belated monthly favorites for December because the end of December and beginning of January was really crazy and I had just So we have got all these stuff-ins here. We've got some, you know, things that I absolutely loved and some things that were kind of like poo. Actually, I don't think we have anything that's that bad. It's more just kind of like, I kind of don't like it. So we're going to start off with kind of a obvious winner right here. This is the Jeffree Star Alien Palette. If you have not seen my review, I will leave it down below for you all. This is what she is looking like. I absolutely love the color story of this palette. I mean, look, it goes with my hair. And funnily enough, what I have actually been loving the most about this, oh, I hate this. You guys know I hate this bit here. What I've been loving the most out of this have been the mattes. And a lot of the more unique shades, like this X-Files one, Martian Soil, the Phone Home, Tall Gray, Area 51, Ghost OG, Flying Saucer, Abduction. Basically, all of the mattes I have been absolutely really loving and have been really pulling from this palette to just create all matte looks and not even touching the shimmers at all, which are great. The shimmers are great, but I've just been loving the mattes. I know that it's been like pretty continuously sold out. I think it may have restocked recently. Don't know if it's sold out again or not. That's kind of how Jeffree Star rolls. I have just been absolutely loving this. Like, I knew I would like it when I got it because of the color theory, but the fact that I've just been loving the matte so much makes me so happy, and it's just been a lot of fun. I've been able to create a lot of looks. Still hate the packaging, big, bulky. Like, I love the concept, but I hate the big, bulky, ostentatious, hard to store, whatever going on. But the colors inside are out of this world. Okay, then something else that I have done a review on that I will leave linked down below. And yes, thank you to all y'all who tagged me, who commented, who messaged me, letting me know about my little moment of fame in Mr. Manny MUI's video. I was very elated and very just like, oh, look, it's me. So thank you all for that. But this is, speaking of Manny MUI, the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess Highlight Palette. She is looking something like this. Now, I will say, the colors are not really anything revolutionary. I mean, I always hate this. It's like, unless it's a color that has never been invented before, it's not going to be new. I mean, there are only so many colors that exist in the world. So the color theory, kind of just say whatever you probably have, but the formula of these are so beautiful. They just look just flawless and glass-like and beautiful on the skin. And that is what really, really impressed me about this, is just how good they looked on the skin. Like, sometimes when I do highlighter and blush, you're like, there's the highlighter, there's the blush. But when I use these, it just like blended them together seamlessly. And they both just look so perfect and make me look like I had no texture, no problems, no nothing. If this is still available and you want to get something from the collection, or you just want some new Bing Bang highlighters, I recommend this. Bye-bye. Alright, next let's do something that I was not as much of a fan of, which is funny because I think in my haul follow-up where I hauled this, I gave it kind of like a, yeah, sure, it's okay. It's not okay. This is one of the foundations I took with me to Tennessee. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. Terrible, terrible shade range aside, this foundation does absolutely nothing for my skin. If anything, it just makes it worse. Like, I have a really bad dry spot right here and here, but this is like, just for some reason, I have a spot right here that's just cracky and craggly and nasty. And this stuff just like seeped into the crepes and the lines and the gnarliness and all the whatever of my face, and it looked cakey and horrible. This was not hydrating in any way. I have matte foundations that are more hydrating and better looking on the skin than this. And so, whilst in Tennessee and only having a few foundations to, you know, choose from, this one very obviously and quickly became a no bueno. Alright, let's get some other things out of the way. You guys know that I have been receiving some things from Octoly, which is a site that's like, you basically beg for free items and then they give them to you, maybe. And then you have 28 days to talk about them, basically. So I received some things, some that are yay, and some that are just kind of eh. The first one kind of being in like the middle ground where it's not like, oh my goodness, this has changed my life, and it's not like, oh my goodness, this has ruined my life, is the PUR Joystick Exfoliating Deep-Pore Cleanser, which was gifted to me by PUR The Complexion Authority. I will admit, that's one thing that I absolutely hate, having to say that every single ding-dang time. But we will abide by the laws of the free makeup gods. This is okay, one thing I do like about this, although every time I go to open it, I'm like, why aren't you coming off? Why aren't you like just popping off? And then I'm like, oh. It's a screw top! Which is great because that keeps the product from drying out, but because I'm an idiot, it's really like, ooh, shiny in there. But, you know, like, you know, me being an idiot, I'm like, why aren't you popping off? So, you have it like this, and it's just like a whatever thing. You roll it up. I might as well show you all how much, like, product you get in here, which you get like, oh, don't, oh no, I think it's like getting ready to, oh no, I pushed it up too far. Okay, you were getting a good amount of product, I feel. And so this, basically, you just take it, you wet your face, and you kind of slather it around on your face, and you get a good amount of it going on, and then you rub it in. I think you guys know that exfoliating is a very important part of my skincare routine. Because of my dead skin and because of the type of skin I have, my skin does not naturally and easily shed the dead skin cells, so we got to give them a little encouragement. But I usually use a coarser like scrub on my face, and this compared to that is very soft, but that is something that is working well for me because exfoliating your face really aggressively too often can be bad for your skin. So I have been like majorly exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week, and in between I've been using this so I can still exfoliate my face but not do it a crazy amount. So this has been like a great intermittent item. I would not recommend it for someone who's looking to really slough away that first layer of skin. It says a deep pore cleansing. It says deep. I don't think so. I think it's kind of a light, mild to medium, but nothing like super crazy and which is good for me. But for someone just looking for an exfoliator on its own, if you have relatively good skin, sure, this is great. If you have like problematic skin that you're trying to like get something to deal with it, probably not. And we can go into the item, one of the items that was actually really good. Once again, this is the PUR 4-in-1 Cloud Cream Gel to Water Hydrating Essence Moisturizer. Gifted to me by PUR The Complexion Authority. And let's just take a minute and talk about how like bougie this packaging is. This is the bougiest looking skincare item I have. So it comes in this like little circular whatever thing going on, and then it's clear and you can look in there, and if you look it's like not even like it's slanted and all kinds of whatever. You open it up, and I have used a fair amount of this, and I like this because my dry skin, once again going into the dry skin, I can't have, like, my skin is so bad I can't just have a like cream based moisturizer. It has to be like gel, oil, some kind of fancy infused thing, but creams don't work. I've tried. And so this starts out kind of in like a weird emollient, I don't know. It's a cream. It's like, no, it's like a gel, water, whatever cream. Smells like a mixture between alcohol and like cough syrup. That could just be me going on. But this has been working wonderfully for my skin, especially this bit right here. Like after, I want to say probably a week of using this, I woke up and like this section right here, which is usually the driest, I actually had to like strain in the mirror to see where the faint ugly lines were. So this was a total hit for me. Definitely something that I would actually go out and repurchase after I run out of this, because I am gonna run out of it and I am gonna repurchase because I really like how it works on my skin tone. Skin type. But if you've been in the market for a good moisturizer, I would highly recommend that one, as well as this beautiful boy right here. This is I bought this on a whim. I returned the Kat Von D Fetish Face Palette, and I was like, I want to get something, and this is the Boscia Cactus Water Hydrating Cream. You open it up, and it looks like some, cactus gel goop. It actually kind of looks like aloe vera. If any of y'all have had like an aloe vera plant or something like that. But what I love about this is sometimes when it comes to moisturizers, they can be a little bit like, especially with how they feel on your skin. And this one just feels so like moisturizing and plumping and yet tightening at the same time. It dries down completely. It does not leave my face feeling greasy or nasty, and this is something that I've just been absolutely loving. I really want to try more of Boscia skincare. I think this is also going to be great for me come in the warmer months when that happens. Because of how fast it absorbs, it's not going to be something I'm going to have to be like, oh, and now it's mixed in with sweat and gunk and everything. It's just going to be a beautiful baby on its own. Alright, then we have the last item from Octoly. I apologize for having this one like filled with so many Octoly things, but timing and everything has been really chaotic, so this is when I can do it. This is the PUR Love Your Selfie 3 palette, gifted to me by PUR The Complexion Authority. Someone just take me out back and shoot me. I feel like a commercial. But this is, I'm pretty sure on the back it says limited edition. It's their Sweet 16 face palette. I didn't get this necessarily to be like, oh, look, I love the colors and the whatever. I got this because I wanted to try out their eyeshadow formula, because I know that they can be fairly hit and miss. If we think about that My Little Pony palette I tried. Everybody absolutely loved the Trolls one, so I was like, this has got some nice colors that are pretty. Let's give it a go. And for me, it is a little bit hit or miss. I love these two shades here. I think these are actually like face product shades. Like this is a blush, this is a bronzer, this is a highlighter. But I love these as two matte eyeshadows. I really like witty, affectionate, adventurous. Now these two shades right here, my goodness, dramatic and bold. These things are glitter. See that? And you look at it and you're like, oh, that looks kind of pretty, right? Wrong. These shades are terrible. Just like the Huda Beauty press glitter or any other press glitter I have had to deal with, the glitter gets everywhere, it doesn't stay, it looks creepy on the eyes. The one thing I was able to use those for that I actually liked was I would take them and just kind of dot them like here. Let me see if I can show you. And then you just kind of see, go like that, and then you have a bit of glitter going there on your lips. They were pretty good for that. And that was basically the only thing I used them for. The shimmers were okay. They weren't anything that I was like blown away by. I really didn't like this blue shade because it just, like, it's blue, but it would like more blend out to like patchy black with a little bit of blue in it. I mean, basically the only reason I've been keeping this palette is because of these two things, because they're two glitters that I can actually work with and put some little bit of extra on my lips. The packaging is super fun. It's this whole like sequin thing going on, but all in all, I was not impressed with the consistent quality of these. It just did not blow me away. My lips are nice and sparkly. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking around on that. Sorry if it seemed just kind of like a horrible back and forth mishmash. But like I said, with timing and dealing with things and everything, this was the best way for me to deal with it. And I do want to talk to you about products I get for free, whether they're like good or they're bad. I just want to be able to share my complete honest opinion with you guys. Let me know how you feel about having the free products in this kind of video, or if you would prefer like straight up review videos. I want to create content that is more catered to your guys' needs and wants and desires. So definitely let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!